Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. And who out there loves baked beans? Yeah, especially come wintertime, some baked beans, maybe on a piece of bread, spoon it on there, eat it all together. Yes, but what if you could take the baked beans and kick them up a notch or two? Well, that's what I've done here. I call these fortified baked beans. Yes. Well, there's Bratwurst in there. There's ground meat in there. A bunch of different spices and flavors, 2 different types of beans. It's been baking in the oven. Another great thing, it's a one-pot meal. Yeah, everything's done in a big cast iron pot, and then it pops in the oven. You sit back, you relax, you enjoy, maybe have yourself a glass of wine, whatever you like to do before dinner, and then out comes the beans. And they're smelling great. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, hot. They're great. Let's go to the kitchen. Make these right now. Hey, all right. So the fortifications. I mean, this is, baked beans with a lot of stuff fortifying it. This is really adding depths of flavor and layers of flavor to it. So what we got across the front, adding a lot of different flavors in there. Over here is 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I know, I said it right that time. Known as Worcestershire, even though that's the way it reads. I mean, come on, really. 2 tablespoons of Sriracha, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of salt. Actually, I should talk about salt for just a second. The salt I use always is the Celtic salt, French Celtic salt. It's why you get a little bit of a gray color. Very nice salt, very good. I mean, if you get your hands on that, I think Garand or something it's called. I'm trying to think if I get it off of Amazon, actually, probably. Amazon is great for a lot of stuff I can't get from the stores. Over here, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika. This is a 1/4 cup of tomato paste. And that's another thing that Amazon helped me out with because, in Canada I used to get the little tins of tomato paste. Here I was able to get it online in a tube. Very nice, very easy to squeeze out. So it's a nice looking tomato paste. And then I've got a whole 1/2 cup of molasses. I love molasses. In fact, I used to get in trouble as a kid because we had blackstrap molasses in a huge pump bottle for the horses. And my mom kept telling me, don't drink it, it'll make you sick. Never did. I love that stuff. Love molasses. Here, 2 onions. And now this is where I'll get the fortifications for the beans. I do like beans and franks and stuff like that, but this is 6 Bratwurst, and I've sliced them about 1/4 inch thick into rounds. Back here, I've got 12 ounces or 340 grams of ground meat. And again, that's my favorite. It's a mixture of pork and beef. And then the beans themselves. Well, there are 2 14-ounce cans of white beans in here and 1 14-ounce can of red kidney beans. Now, for the white beans, usually I would try to get the basically round ones. Can't get those, so I've got these, the longer ones here, like a cannelli bean. That's okay. They both taste really good. And then as a backup, now I may not need it, but I always keep a little bit of chicken stock on hand in case when I'm cooking, if it looks like, that's just a little too dry, it needs a little, well, I've got this. So let's just put that off to the side for right now. We may not need it, but we'll have it there just in case. First thing we want to do, get those onions going. So, I'm going to get the olive oil in here. Bring this up on a medium heat. And let's see, it's about right about there. All right, first thing's going in is the onions. Let's give that a second just to warm up. All right, that's looking pretty good. So, in goes the onions. I'm gonna cook those, medium heat, stir them occasionally, about 5-6 minutes. Just soften them up a little bit. All right, that's softened our onions up a little bit. Now what we're going to do is toss in the bratwurst and the ground meat. that in there. Now what we're going to do is we'll just stirring this around. It's going to get really full. All right, stirring this around. Well, I cook that, still on medium, for about 8 to 10 minutes. So that meat browning up a little bit. Same with the bratwurst. I'll see you back here. I have a little close. There's a lot of volume in there, so probably closer to 10 minutes in this one. See you then. All right, it's looking good. Smelling good too, those bratwurst. So what I do now is just going to add in the paprika, the chili powder, and the salt. Just going to cook that for another couple of minutes, so about 2-3 minutes. Just mixing around, getting those flavors throughout there before we add in the other ingredients. Yeah, see you back here in a couple minutes. All right, that's got those flavors going throughout. Get a nice little bit of color there too. So what I'm going to do now is, well, I'm going to add in the molasses. Don't worry if you don't get all the molasses out of there. Whoops. That's for the cooked lick. Oh, that's so good. Do love molasses. Not over the counter though. All right, so that's the molasses are in there. Most of it. What didn't go on the counter. All right. Then, oh, I need that again. The Sriracha. Add that in there. Okay. The Worcestershire sauce. The tomato paste. Oh, that slid off nicely. All right, that's tomato paste in there. All right, what I do now is just mix all that in. Get that distributor out before I add the beans. So far the liquid's looking good. I don't think we're going to need any of that broth. Let's just see how it goes once we added the beans in there. All right. That looks good. All right. In go the kidney beans and the white beans. And just kind of a bit of a lift and mix till everything is combined throughout. You want all those beans down inside that meat and sauce, everything else. Oh, that is looking good. All right, so now as you look at it, you see that the beans do soak up some of the liquid. So you might look at it and go, could use just a little, because you got to remember it's going to bake in the oven for a while. So you want to get, let's add a little bit. Don't need much, just enough to keep that liquid going in there. Is that beans are going to absorb a little bit. Now, they are canned beans, so not like dried beans, they're going to suck up a lot, but still, we know it's too dry, so it's just a little bit more. It's a little bit go by feel here. It gets a little, just a little sloppy feel like that, but not too runny. That's about right. That's perfect. All right, that's going to go in the oven over there at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Let's add that in there for 40 minutes. That should be just right. All right, let's put that in the oven. Let's see it back here when it comes out, ready to devour. All right, those have been 40 minutes in the oven. That is looking great. I mean, look at it on top there, baked nicely. Let's get some of that into a bowl here. Right down the side there. Beautiful. Serve that up tonight. All right. There we go. Fortified baked beans. Oh, yes. Oh, that tastes good and it's smelling great. Look forward to that. All right. If you like this recipe, do stick around and check out more Kevin Riley recipes here on Kuma's Kitchen. These are all ideas I basically pop into my head sometimes. Other times I muck around with a couple of ideas and meld them together. You just never know what's going to come out of Kuma's Kitchen. So do make sure that you are subscribed, that you have clicked that notification bell, you don't miss any. And make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.